Alright, everybody out there, it's Sophisticated Redneck Nation. Uh, so, I've been gone for a couple weeks here, or been doing some other things. Got some other jobs work going on, some tractor work that I've got to take care of for some customers. And last video I posted was me and the guys went up to Cool April Nights for the show. Had a great time while we were up there, and did our thing. Molly, leave it. Sorry, my dog was trying to knock over the tripod. So anyway, back to the Patrol. So in the last video, you saw me ripping this thing apart and trying to fix the rear axle. We've got a broken axle in there, and it's not pretty. I tore things apart hoping to be able to fix it. I'm not above getting some cut to fit axles and finding some bearings and putting it back together that way. But since then, you're going to get to see how I really screw things up. I get full redneck on it and try a little hack I found on YouTube, and turns out I boogered it up. So pretty much I made this axle unsalvageable, short of spending a few $1,000s on an axle that isn't upgradable. So I'm going to show you my mistakes so you don't make them, because you only learn by doing or watching somebody else do something. And this is going to be one of those you're going to go, yeah, don't do that. That's a bad idea. So we'll jump right into it, and I'll show you what I did, and then we'll discuss what the options are going to be. Okay, I was going to stop recording on this part because there was nothing really to see, but guess what? There's something to see. As you know, we pulled this apart, and only half the axle, well, not even half, just an outer. So we know we had a broken axle. I was wondering how I was going to get the rest of the axle out. Turns out I don't have to worry about that because it ain't there. We're completely missing the inner part of the axle. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can bang this race and seal out of here, so that way we can start looking for parts. Yeah, it's a mess, and if I don't have to go into the third member, I won't. But I think I'm gonna have to take it out just so I can get a spline count and figure out what these axles are. So stay tuned. I'm going to put you back on the tripod here, and you can watch me fight and wrestle with getting this bearing race that's kind of boogered up out. Alright. So what do y'all think? Think this redneckery will work? I don't know, but we're gonna find out, ain't we? So I think if I smack on that a little bit, I should be able to pop that right out of there. We'll let her cool a little bit before we do. Hopefully I'm not welded right to the tube and created a absolute disaster. Guess I'm gonna find out. Let me put you on the stand and you can watch me struggle. Alrighty, I think I completely have destroyed this axle. So yeah, axle swap is going to probably be in its very near future if I even want to use this thing. Let me flip around and I'll point out what kind of mess I've made. Yep, yeah, it's bad, very bad. I'm an idiot. So I tried to do a trick I found that of welding to the race and then being able to pry it out. Well, let's see if you can see it here. there's a lip that made me believe there was an inner race here. And then if you look down here, you know, it feels like there should be a race here. So I thought this was a race. But if you look, I don't know if you can see it. I will try and get some better light in here. So if you see back in there, there's a split, a groove. And I have a feeling that this whole outer piece is supposed to come out. So yeah, what I'm afraid of is that I have destroyed this outer part so bad that now that inner part wouldn't slide even if I could get in there. You know, but I'm a determined SOB, and I will keep bashing at this thing for a little bit longer. And then I'll clean it up and hopefully be able to find pieces to make it work. Because that's all it's about, is finding the right pieces. I mean, the worst case scenario is, you know, we got a weld up here. Let's see if we can see it right in this area. I cut the outer off and just sleeve on a more modern board 9-inch style, and it'd be fine. I mean, I don't see where it would be a big issue. Or I just pitch these things down over a bank, get them as far away from me as possible, and I just go ahead and make this thing a full width. So, yeah, we're definitely calling this video here while I figure out what I want to do. Comment down below what you think I should do, whether you think I should keep hacking away at this thing, or if I've just absolutely destroyed it and it's not worth playing with. So, let me know. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap that one up here. Like I said, comment down below, let me know what you think I should do next. I have to do some research while I figure out what I'm going to do. Which way is my best method. So, yeah, I've got myself into a jam, but I always get out of them. Somehow. Might not be right, but I'll get out of it. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think. What kind of changes you think I can make. And, you know, go do redneck things. I do. Have a good day. Alright, so you can see I've got this thing just mangled. You know, down in there looks like a place that you could pull the axle out of, but now I got to get all that weld out of there, because what I did was I actually welded the housing, not the race. So yeah, big mistake. Is it fixable? I'm sure it is, but why? So this is going to become art projects, more than likely, because that's what I do. And I will show you some options that we have going on. So let's take a little walk around the property, and I will show you where we're heading with this thing. Okay, so this is what we're going to do on the front end. I have this Dana 44 axle that I picked up really cheap. And you can see why I picked it up cheap, because it needs, you know, ball joints and rotors and calipers. I'm sure it's going to need U-joints, and there's no hubs on it, outer hubs on it, and so we're going to have to do some building, fixing and cleaning and what have you. But it is a complete axle, and we're going to run it as a complete axle using these parts. So that's what we're going to do for the front end. Okay, so this is my daily. It's a 96 Suburban, and these have a 10-bolt rear in them. They're 6-lug, because it's a 1500, same as what the Patrol currently has. And I have a parts vehicle over at a friend's house that I'm going to harvest the rear end out of. So we're going to put a 10-bolt C-clip axle in there for the time being, because I already own it. So there's no point in spending money unnecessarily, because I still don't know that the transmission or the clutch or any of that works on this thing. So right at the moment, it is make it drivable. That is my end game at the moment. Will we be upgrading it? Oh yeah. And I will even show you where we're going to go from the 10-bolt. Okay, over here, this is, I believe, a 67 International bread truck, box truck, whatever you want to call it. I picked this up from my boss, and this truck is actually going to become my wife's she shed. So I'm going to rip the running gear out of this, get rid of the 6-cylinder or whatever. But behind that 6-cylinder is a T98 4-speed. So we're going to hang on to that because we might use it in the Patrol. But this is going to get the roof cut off of it. It's going to get put on a slab, mounted to the ground, and be redesigned as a she shed. The wife is excited about it, and she wants me to get going on it. That being said, if we come over here, look at the hub. So, coming down here, we have looks like to me a 14-bolt Chevy rear. I haven't measured anything yet, but we'll measure it. But this may become the rear end that eventually goes in, which would give me a Dana 44 so that would give me a Dana 44 front and a 14-bolt rear, which is pretty rugged for that little truck. So I'm trying to use parts I already either have or can get dirt cheap. I'm not trying to spend a fortune right now. I'm not saying that there won't end up being a lot of money in that truck, but at the moment, that is just, let's get it going so we can enjoy it, and then we'll go from there. That's kind of my MO. So, other projects that we have around that we picked up over time. Look at that big old girl. She's a monster. That is a 57 International. She's a beast. And it was another truck that I wasn't planning on getting. Again, came from my boss. And so, it's a cool truck. And the reason this one's cool, if I can get the door open, it used to open. That's interesting. It don't open no more. I wonder if the other side opens. Let's go check. Let's go see. That's interesting. I haven't played with this truck in a little bit. I don't remember that being like that. Anyway. Hold one moment. Okay, let's try this door. Let's see if this one works. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, this used to be an old California Highway Patrol truck, or Caltrans truck. That's by the ugly orange. But here's the secrets in this truck. Check this out. This truck has a 5-speed gearbox, a 3-speed auxiliary, PTO, on and off, and it has a 2-speed rear. But it also has an inline 6. And that's why it has all those gears. So, the eventual plan for that truck is to make a ramp truck out of it. Kick this big, ugly dump body off of it. Alright, so, yeah. That's that big girl. Plan is to make that into a ramp truck someday. But you might see it on my channel. So keep watching. I've got yard work to do. I've got, tractor work. If you want to see more of that, comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. I got all kinds of stupid things going on. I'm going to take you into the disaster that is my garage. And I'll show you my big project. My baby's in there, and we gotta get on that one too. And I'll bring you along, take you for the ride. So in here, look out, it's a dungeon. In here we have my 1955 Chevy 2-door wagon. Let's see if I can. Let me get you turned around and I'll show you more of this one. Okay, so she's apart, because we're doing a big project here. As you can see, right now she's a storage bin, which is terrible. I'm so ashamed of myself, actually. So we got the quarter panels cut off of it, and we're redoing the quarter panels and stretching it, and floor pans are coming out of it, wheel wells are out of it. This is a big project. This car is going to end up all-wheel drive, 6-liter. I got big plans for this. It's LS is sitting right there on the stand waiting. I got to get to work on all this stuff. Say hi, Molly. Say hi, Molly. It's the Molly. Yep. Shop dog extraordinaire. So anyway, that's where we're at. Those are all the things we're playing with. And in between all that, got to keep Mama's car running. Got to keep the daily running. And down here, she hasn't moved in a while. That's old Humpty, the dump truck. We put a motor in that not too long ago, and she's still giving me some issues. And so there she sits, sinking into the dirt. Trying to balance all these projects at one time. And I got tree stumps that got to be ground out, and I got property to clear. Gotta put my yard back together after the chickens, and the snow. I got all that gravel from my driveway that's gotta be put back. It's a wreck. Yeah, that's Redneck Villa. Just doing our thing, and if you want to see something, let me know. Comment down below. One of the things that I wanted to discuss was my wife says that she can't get the notification bell to come on for my channel, and I don't know why. So, comment down below if you've tried to get notifications for when I'm putting out new videos and can't do it. And I'm going to keep working on it, see if we can't get that figured out. Comment what you want to see with this whole girl. What do we work on after we get done with this? You tell me. I'm going to try and splash in a little bit of everything. Do a little bit on the wagon. you know, you'll see me moving and stripping down the Metro so that we can get that up where it needs to be. I'm doing some grading in the back, trying to get the pad ready for it, so we can maybe by the end of the summer have that done for Mama. You know, she got to have her little place. And she's looking forward to it, so, you know, got to get that done. And, you know, what can I say? Subscribe, comment, like, hit that notification bell if it works, and comment if it don't so I know to fix it. And tell me what you want to see. I'm up for options. You know, let's do some redneck stuff, because it's fun. And be safe out there. God bless.